guys, welcome back to another episode on A Moment with Goody. In today's episode, we'll be talking about rejection and how to deal with it. Dealing with rejection is not a topic people talk about all the time because it's never seen as a very big problem. But it's going to really interest you to know that a lot of people get depressed and some even commit suicide because they got rejected for a very little reason, or some reason we might think is not enough to go that far. As much as a lot of us have gotten used to being rejected all the time, there are still people who cannot stand the fact that they got rejected. As a human being, you're not expected to get used to the fact that you got rejected, because no matter how often it comes and no matter whatever reason it came, it always hurts. And that's one thing about rejection, because you will never get used to being rejected. Rejection is something that can come from any aspect or any angle in our life. It could come from the area of hatred. It can also come from just a neutral level. It can as well come from the people we never expected it from. Rejection can come from family. It can come from your work, your job. It can also come in your relationship. It comes anywhere. And no matter how little it is, it really makes us feel bad. The rejection is not about just knowing that you got rejected. It's about setting your mindset to a certain level to not let it affect you, because it usually have a psychological effect on humans. These tips I'm going to be sharing with you are going to help you move past that phase whenever you encounter it, because it has really helped me deal with rejection over time. It's not there to stop the pain that comes with rejection. It's only going to help you heal very fast. When we get rejected, there are so many things that come to our mind. We begin to question our capabilities. We begin to question our physical looks, if it came from the aspect of either a relationship or something. We also begin to question our intelligence. Sometimes it might not even really be our fault that we got rejected, but these things always come up because you feel it shouldn't have happened, but it did happen. So the number one thing you need to know when you get rejected is understanding that you have been rejected and accepting it. It's okay to be very confident in yourself and want to do more, or want to fight it, or not even accept it. It is very okay. But if it's not working, you have to stop and accept it. Accepting that there is a problem is one step to getting solutions to a problem. If you do not accept that you have been rejected, you might not find it easy to move past it. So agreeing that you have been rejected is one step to your healing process. The number two thing you need to understand is knowing that rejection is also a part of growth. It might be there to wake you up from your slumber and telling you that you're not doing something well. Being too confident in ourselves can also make us relax and not feel the need to want to be a better version of ourselves, or not feel the need to work on ourselves. We tend to relax, forgetting that while we are relaxing and feeling too confident, someone out there is walking one or two steps ahead of us. Being rejected can also mean that that thing we are seeking might not even be needed at the first place. It can also mean that it is not meant to be. So when you get rejected, it can be telling us that we are actually going for something that is not meant for us. It can also be telling us that there is something we didn't do well and something we need to do well. Another thing we need to do is not rejecting ourselves. So a lot of people tend to reject themselves because they got rejected. You begin to see yourself as filthy, you begin to see yourself as less, or begin to see that because you didn't do well to succeed to what you seek, then you are not enough. Being rejected does not mean that you should reject yourself. You are the only one who is going to love yourself the most. You are the only one who is going to give yourself the kind of love that you deserve. So if you ever get rejected for whatever reason it is, it can also be for the fact that we made a mistake. But you still have to understand that you have to embrace yourself first to be able to correct your mistakes and do the right thing. Rejection is something that happens all the time, and it can happen to anybody. If you're out there and you've never encountered rejection in life, then you should count yourself the luckiest person on earth, because it has happened to almost everybody. No matter how small it comes, it's still rejection, isn't it? So when you get rejected, set your mindset to be positive. The reason it hurts so much is because we have only agreed to see the negative aspect and not see the positive areas of it. You have to make out the best out of every situation we find ourselves. So guys, that will be all for today. I hope this helps, and if you have not subscribed to this channel, I really don't know what you're waiting for. Please do well to hit the subscribe button. Give it a thumbs up if you enjoyed the video. Turn on the notification bell so that you get notified when next I post my video. And do not forget to share. Someone might be dealing with rejection out there. So please share to everybody so they get the benefits as you did. Thank you. See you guys in my next video. Bye.